Welcome everyone. Today we'll be talking about some other important aspects related to the microservices. The first one is service registry and service discovery. Let's understand service registry and discovery by an example. Let's say we have a microservice that is running on a cloud infrastructure. Whenever the crowd or the traffic increases on our microservice, it will automatically scale up. Scale up means there would be the more instances would be created automatically. They'll have the different host, different port number. So let's say there are 10 instances of our microservices that are running. When we make the call to the service URL, how would we get the data? Which instance it will be called? So that's where the service registry and the discovery comes into the picture. Service registry means whenever a new instance is up, the service registry will have the information of that instance. It will have the port number, it will have the IP address. So let's say there are 10 instances are running, so service registry will have the information of all the 10 instances. Service discovery means whenever we make the call to the service URL, and if we are using any load balancing technique, we can decide which instance needs to be called. We can have a round robin technique, we can have a least connection. So we have a 10 instances. So with the help of the load balancing, we can read out the traffic to the instance where the traffic is less. So that's where the service registry and discovery comes into the picture. And if we are using the gateway or we have the option to implement the load balancing. So we make the call to the API gateway. API gateway will have the access to all the 10 instances, and whatever the load balancing technique we have defined in the JSON file, it will automatically pick that up and it will decide which instance the URL needs to be route to. So it will get the data from that instance. It will also service registry and service discovery will also help whenever we dynamically scale up or dynamically create more instances of our application. It depends on the traffic. The instances could decrease as well. Suppose the traffic is decreasing, so we'll have to kill the instances. So now only one or two instances will be there. So this is how the service registry and discovery would help whenever we are deploying our microservices and there are multiple instances of our microservices running on a server. It could be a cloud, it could be a physical server. There are two types of service discovery: client side and the server side. Discovery means we have the different instances are running. Which instance needs to be called? That's up to the service discovery. Client side means we are giving the access to all the 10 instances. Now it's up to the client side. Whoever is calling these APIs needs to make sure which one needs to be called. It could be done at the front end as well. Server side means we have make the call to the API gateway. The API gateway would have the access to all the 10 instances. So the API gateway is the server side discovery. So we have a load balancer implemented there, or we have a API gateway that will have the load balancing technique. So this is how the service discovery would be done at the server side. Let's understand client side discovery by an example. So we have a service instance here. Okay, these are the different instances, 1 2 and 3 instances. They are running on an infrastructure. These are the IP address and the port numbers, so they all have the different IP address and the port numbers. This is the service registry, so all these instances they are registered with the service registry. So service instance A, when we make the call to the service instance, it will go to the service registry. It will see how many instances that are registered with the particular service. So we'll give the access to all the service instances, and it will be up to the uh, you know uh, client how they want to handle it. It's up to them how they are what technique they are using to which instance the call should be made to. So this is the client side discovery. This is server-side discovery. Client makes a request to a service who is responsible to queries the service registry and route each request to an available service instance. Again, this is service instance A. We make a request. Now we make a request to the load balancer. It could be a API gateway as well. So they will have the access to the service registry. Again, we have all the instances that are running registered with the service registry. We get three instances. Now it's up to the load balancer or the API gateway which instance needs to be called. Now here it's calling the middle one. So it's up to the technique that we have used in the load balancer. The particular instance would be called. So this is how the service discovery works. We have two types of registration as well: self-registration and third-party registration. Self-registration means we have our logic, we have our project that will have the information of all the services that are running. Third party registration means we have the third party libraries that we can use. We'll be using console in our hands-on, so that is the third party registration. So whenever we create a microservice, we have to register those services with the console. So whenever a new instance is up, the console will automatically have the access to the new port or the host that is being created for that instance. So this is how it will work. That's all for now. In the next video, we'll be talking about the other important aspects like fault tolerance, circuit breaker, scale up, and load balancing. So I'll see you there. Thank you. Bye bye.